Virgo, this is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign, and it will explain the energies that are going to be coming at you for the week ahead. Virgo, this message comes to you at exactly the right time, so there's no dates or any specifics mentioned. The astrology that I'll go over with you is going to be specific to a date and time, but remember that date and time was when the energy starts, like a pebble in a pond, and the ripples expand from there. So when they reach you is when they reach you, and that all depends on your energy and how how and when you're ready to receive it. So thank you so much for joining me for this reading. The questions in your mind this week are probably a lot, because there's a lot of kind of confusion and delusion and craziness all around you. Mercury is coming out of retrograde. It's in Virgo, and it's coming out of retrograde over the weekend on Saturday. So I'd like to say that was, wow, that's when everything clears up. It doesn't. It's kind of almost like the tail end of a dog with a tail whipping, right? It can whip you, and it causes a lot of problems toward the tail end of the retrograde. The fact that this retrograde is still in opposition to Neptune means that it's draining you. It's probably making you either fantastical or distracting you. It's making it more difficult for you to have the sharp mind that you're used to. The fact that there's retrogrades happening could be causing retrogrades, plus this opposition to Neptune could be causing a little bit of paranoia, either for yourself personally or from the people that are surrounding you. The fact that all this is happening while Mercury is also square to Mars, which means that it's like you're quick to react, but not necessarily having thought things through. And then there's this trine to Pluto, which could be actually very beautiful, but I think because of all this other energy, it's just intensifying and making everything more extreme, and causing it to go more deep and you to take things more personally, especially if this is the energy coming at you. Good news, it's not really about you at all. It's just about how all this energy is impacting people. But I think because it is Mercury focused, it is going to be working on your mind too, and your ability to actually think straight, see straight, keep it all together. And that's going to cause you to be extra judgmental on yourself, because those are the things you rely on about yourself. So self-care this week. Breathe deep. It's only 7 days. It's not even actually 7 days. By the end of next week, or by the end of this week, really, because by the end of this week, you'll start to see that the air is becoming much lighter. We go into a beautiful grand air trine that's coming up on Monday, and it just makes everything lighter, and you'll start to see things clearing. It's almost like the heavy storm, right? And then everything is starting to clear as of Monday. So it's not going to be much longer, but this could be one whirlwind of a weekend. I would just focus on self-care. I would focus on spoiling yourself. I would focus on not having to focus, letting yourself kind of just let things go. And I know that can be very difficult for you, but ultimately being a hermit is not difficult for you. So let yourself kind of just contemplate and stay home and be in a safe space, be surrounded by a safe space. This is not the best week for signing important contracts or making important decisions, because there is a tendency to jump to conclusions and believe things that aren't actually true just because they sound true. So this is all an FYI. Let's get into the cards, guys. But before we do, remember to give this video a thumbs up. Like this video, and if you really like it, share it on your social media platforms. Remember, guys, I have a second YouTube channel. It's called Astrology Motivation, and I go live there Monday through Friday. I would love to have you join in. Come check me out over there too. The first card is facing up. It's coming in the past. A rebirth is assured, but it's it's in reverse, which means there was something denied to you or something that never got to be, something that got stuck, maybe something you assumed was going to happen and just did not manifest. What is that doing for the rest of the reading? It is setting the scene for the rest of the reading. So this has something to do with that moment in your life or that experience in your life. And now we have, memories, bringing it all back. We have, be loyal to what you love. The abundant universe will provide, and be peace. So ultimately, this is what I heard. What you have in your life is probably much better than what you were hoping for or what did not happen. But for some reason, you still think about it. That doesn't mean anything's wrong or that there was a meant to be. This could be the perfect energy for you to face what it is that you held on to, why you held on to it for so long. Because the cards in front of me are very abundant cards. They're very beautiful cards. Your life turned out pretty darn good, or it's going to start working itself out. So whatever was denied to you actually was not for you, because your life went on to do something so much better. Life is wonderful right now. It really is. Or this is a sense of, because of loyalty, because of dedication, and because of responsibility and integrity, you have found a way to balance things out, or somebody else's loyalty and integrity has balanced things out. It has brought in such a wonderful degree of love. It could be some sort of unrequited love or unfulfilled love, star-crossed lovers type of thing, in that the person that you really wanted to be with or thought you were going to end up with, you didn't, but the person that you're with is actually, I can confirm, so much better, but for some reason this is tugging at your heartstrings. Part of that has to do with ego, which you're going to be confronting this week. Part of it has to do with just the nostalgia of the retrograde, bringing it all up. It's good that it comes to the surface. That's easier to clean. You don't have to dig in there with a toothbrush. You can actually just help wipe it away, Virgo, as long as you accept it and don't judge yourself for it. Something will be bringing the memories back to you, turn knowledge into wisdom, but the memories are actually going to remind you of those things you know, so that you can learn a lesson from them or understand them. Wisdom is understanding, right? Knowledge is knowing, it's memory, but wisdom is understanding. What does that mean? So there's some sense of really, really kind of understanding at this point what happened and what happened and why it had to happen, I think is even more important in this context, why it had to happen. Sweet results await. There's something even growing still in your current situation. Beautiful energy that you've worked really hard for. This is about achievement. Only the busy bee gets the honey. That's it. And you've been working really hard at something, and your life is sweet, and you're in a beautiful situation because of you. This is romance. This could even be something new that you're building, or definitely something that you're working on building. It's sweet, and it's working, and it's functioning, and it is partnership. So as Mercury comes out of retrograde, it's gonna finally rise back into Libra. Not yet, but there is this sense of partnership because the sun still impacts you, and the sun is in Libra. So there's this energy of partnership that's in the air. This sense of almost, this is when you realize the thing that excites you and the thing that turns you on is not necessarily the thing that is for you. You're noticing the difference now between what you wanted when you were, say, 15 and what you want when you're 25 or 35. You're starting to see qualities, and you're starting to feel lucky for what you have now as opposed to what you missed back then. That's a good thing, because you're going to stop missing it. You're going to stop thinking about it. You're going to stop thinking that you missed out on anything, which it doesn't look like you did because there's so much abundance. This is definitely romantic energy. Time to collaborate. It means you could find the ideal partner this week. Understand that that doesn't mean romance, but it does mean an ideal situation, somebody that works so well with you. The two of you can get along so well together, and it's almost like you can read each other's minds. You know, maybe not really, but you're always in sync. This is somebody who is very reliable, and it's like ants and bees. I mean, are you kidding me? These are the two hardest working creatures on the planet Earth. I was gonna say, these motherfuckers are always working. So there's that sense of always working and finding somebody who is as strong as you and who works as hard as you. You could even be meeting somebody at work, right? Somebody who does works like you, like as hard as you, definitely, but also somebody who works with you, maybe at your job, or just a sense of somebody who is willing to actually partner with you. You know, being a partner is so different than being a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a lover, or even a husband and a wife is supposed to be a partner. So this is an intensification and a maturation of a current relationship or partnership. This could even be partnership in a law firm, you know. This could be getting a pay grade raise. There's so many things that this could be, but it's definitely about officiating a partnership. And Spirit has your back. So this is Capricorn energy. And this is Pisces energy. You could be dealing with any sign. There's lots of signs on the table. You've got Cancer, you've got Taurus, you've got Libra, you've got Leo. I mean, you've got Virgo, you've got like it's just the energy. So whatever sign this person is, it's fine. But I do think it's somebody instead of something. Spirit has your back means that authority, the authorities in your life, in your work, in your job, in your life, they're siding with you. They're looking out for you. They're sticking up for you. They're making decisions in your favor, or they're choosing and selecting you. Turn knowledge into wisdom. There is a sense of now you know how to play this game. Now you know who to aim at and who the right person is to impress. I think you understand at this point what they want to see and what they want what they want to feel. And I don't think it's just about kissing ass. I think it's about being prepared. This could even be you taking a leadership role. On some ways, it could be a silent leadership role, like being a boss, but people don't know that you are, or just a sense of, I don't know. I don't know why I heard that or said that, but I'm gonna leave that to you. Leave the comments below. I would love to know how this energy is impacting you. And even if I don't comment on them, I do read them. I love, love, love hearing how this energy is impacting you. So Capricorn energy, Capricorn, and then turn knowledge into wisdom. This could very well be you are investigating something too, because Pluto trine Mercury can be very PI energy, like very investigative, researching, looking into something. Whatever you look into, especially government-wise or it's official-wise, research. This is a great time for research so that you'll get answers that you need to actually give you a leg up. You may even be in the process of selecting a lawyer or a counsel of some sort. Take your time so that you select wisely and not impulsively. There is some energy here of defending the marriage, defending the children, defending the family. Almost like being a warrior for your family. This is Aries energy, fighting, determination, putting a lot of effort and energy into maybe being a wife, into being a husband, into the family. I think it's like realizing I've put so much energy into this that this has got more to do with, this has got to do with me too, right? This has got to do with how much is my contribution worth, and no matter what information I feel like you're trying to defend your family. Or you realize that it's not just like actual physical defense, but it could be some sort of physical offense for or on behalf of some mother figure or yourself if you are a wife and mother. This sense of fighting for what you believe in, fighting for your family, fighting for these value systems. And this could be just like finding what you need, investigating in order to be able to address an authority figure or whatever. And you will. It's like fighting with information, fighting with what you find out. So take this week and go very slowly and take really exceptional notes, which I honestly don't think I even have to say to you. Take really excellent notes, because this is sort of it's a fighting of cunning, it's a fighting of wits, it's not necessarily fighting directly. This is also taking action. Maybe somebody is moving on being a mother or a wife. So I don't know what that means, but this could very well mean somebody something is becoming official this week, which would be perfect. Leo season would be perfect for an engagement of sorts, and things are going really, really well. This bat energy, it's growing less and less important as we go, isn't it? And that's exactly what it's supposed to do. Oh, sucky, Sagittarius. Remember, guys, there's always an extended reading, and I hope you will join me. I will attach the link below. For those of you who were part of the Unbound membership, this is the last week of the Unbound membership. I am going to turn it off. I'm going to erase it. It will automatically stop charging you. You don't have to unsubscribe. If you want to subscribe to another membership, go ahead. Courage and Harmony are still the exact same. And then we have the new BYOB membership, which is a little bit different, but definitely you have those. You definitely still have those options. And the videos, the extended videos, are still always over on Vimeo. The link is below, and I give you a subscription option over there too if you want it. Your commitment is being tested. Okay, stop. Let's go back. Luck is on your side, and that's why my eyes bugged out, because this is like Cupid's arrow. But this sense of luck was always on your side. I think this is where you turn knowledge into wisdom, like we discussed. This is where you realize, wow, somebody always was looking out for me, even when I thought I was being attacked, even when I felt like something important was being taken away from me. I was actually being protected. Prosperity lies ahead. This is Taurus energy. Luck is on your side and prosperity lies ahead. Lots of little money options are opening and cracking open. As Venus goes closer to the sun, conjuncts the sun, and next week forms a beautiful grand trine with Mars and with Saturn, I promise you, there's a lot of money potential, or money being kind of unlocked, sort of unlocked money. And so this is good luck. You have the abundance and you have the resources just when you need it. Your commitment is being tested, which means that sort of because of abundance, because of some sort of abundance that's come to you, do I stay or do I go? Am I loyal to myself? Am I loyal to them? Now, being loyal to yourself is not necessarily bad. In fact, some of you do really need to consider it. The clarity that will come this week will help you out with that and help you get to pack in and move in a direction that is healthy for you. And this is you showing up in your own reading, a time to give rather than take. This is about taking care of yourself. This is about nurturing you. This is about making the decision to... your commitment is to being tested. I feel like you're going to defend your home. I feel like you're going to defend whoever it is, part of your family that needs you. Let's get into some specifics, because I really want to know what's going on here. Who are we defending or protecting, if you will? Somebody that works very hard. Like I said, it could be your spouse. They've taken on a lot of extra burdens, or there's some sort of workman's comp issue that's going on. So it's like you refuse to give up. You refuse because you're defending somebody you care about and somebody that you love. This is also, it may not be workman's comp, it could just be work. There's a lot of extra burden that somebody that you care about, it's almost like a spouse, or this is planning of a wedding, extra burdens that come along with something that is actually really nice, but it's just the planning and implementation of it that could be quite strained. Remember, Mars Mars may be making you jump to conclusions this week or take action without really thinking. This could just make you feel burdened, like maybe I got myself in over my head. Maybe I should have waited a little bit. You're starting to realize the burden on you is here. The burden on you is what you still think should have happened all those years ago. What is this? What is this? What is this thing that never was, or this birth that never happened? What is this? It was a decision that was made to go in a completely different direction because something else made you happier, or somebody decided to go in a different direction because there were other people that they wanted to be around. But it wasn't bad. It's like they had to go in their direction and you had to go in yours. This isn't a malicious energy. This is just a sense of kind of like saying goodbye because we weren't compatible. But the sun is here. This is abundance. This is happiness. This is prosperity. This is being in the spotlight and being celebrated and deciding to take a step away or move toward whatever it was that you like, somebody's long-term goal, somebody's life purpose. And ultimately, there's a tremendous burden. This could be actually you deciding to not be petty. I think you have somebody in the palm of your hands. There is a sense of, oh, I could take this person down now, or I could really wreck them. But ultimately, I don't see the benefit in that. Yeah, what is this? Defeat and the Lovers. There was something here that was making things impossible for it to work. I feel like you were putting a lot of burdens on your shoulders when somebody else was just like partying and fucking around. And ultimately, there's just that sense of how hard should you have to work. And that may be because it seems like now you found an equal partner, and that's why it doesn't feel like enough, because you don't feel like you're being self-tormented enough, or you feel like you're not working hard enough. And you know what, Virgo? You were never supposed to work that fucking hard. Let's get into more details. That link is below. I'll see you guys in the extended.